Hi, this is Patty Sheedy, Athletic Director at Patrick Henry High School, coming to you from my backyard instead of from the senior banquet that we normally would be having at this time. I'd like to take a moment to thank the boosters for all that you do for our student athletes. It starts with this wonderful event that we are not able to have this year. It includes the 10 scholarships that you're going to give out, the balloons, the cakes for our signings that make those events just a little more special, and for everything that you do to allow our teams to do above and beyond what is normally required and help to support us financially to be able to do those special activities. I'd like to thank the parents for their support of our programs by providing transportation, for being at the games, being there emotionally and physically for your athletes after the wins and the losses. I'd like to thank you for raising such wonderful individuals who have made our school a better place. Thank you so much for everything you have done. I'd like to thank the coaches for all the extra time that they put into our programs. You work hard on the off season, during the season, and after the season to make sure that our athletes are as successful as possible. It can be seen by how successful we've been on the court, in the pool, on the courts, etc. Thank you so much for your time and effort, and thank you for taking each one of these student athletes and making them your own for 4 years and helping them to get to the point that they are right now. Seniors, I can't say enough about what you guys have accomplished in the last 4 years. We've had team state championships, individual state championships, multiple district and regional championships. These are all things that you should be very proud of that you have accomplished. Also, as you listen to these athletes being recognized by their coaches, you will see how they've also taken care of their business in the classroom, and that they are continuing on, whether it's going to a 4-year school, a 2-year school, even directly into the workforce. By being an athlete, they are better prepared for this coming part of their life. As you listen to our coaches talk for the next part of this video, you're going to hear some incredible feats of what we've accomplished this year. The fall and the winter were very successful seasons with wins in the regional level, with district championships and regional championships and state qualifications. We've even had an individual state and a runner-up in states. These are all wonderful events that we've done in the fall and the winter. We were prepared to have the same success this spring. Unfortunately, due to the coronavirus, we were unable to compete in the spring. I know how hard our seniors in the spring have worked to prepare for their senior year, to work that last time with their teammates. And I really do apologize that you were unable to have your senior year. You know I'm your biggest cheerleader, and I have missed watching you guys perform out on the court, on the field, on the track this spring. I know we would have been just as successful this spring as we were in the fall and the winter. But I do want you to know this, is that due to this situation that has occurred, you guys are going to be more prepared for life. You have faced this with pride and good poise, and I know that you are going to do a wonderful job as you hit your next part of your life. I really do look forward to seeing you as you come back to visit the high school, come watch your teammates be able to participate next year, come to our football games. And if you do, please make sure you stop by and say hi. I also like to take this last moment to thank Mike Hedrick for putting this video together. I really do appreciate this. The administration here at Patrick Henry wants to let you know how proud we are of what you have accomplished in your 4 years here at Patrick Henry. We are very happy and excited to see what you're capable of doing in the future. Thank you for everything you have done for us, and we wish you the best of luck.
Hello, my name is Todd Ayers, and I'm the president of the PH Athletic Boosters Association. Normally in May, we all get together at the senior sports banquet to celebrate your individual and team successes for the year. At the banquet, everyone gets a little dressed up, your parents take way too many pictures, most people who have to speak into the microphone talk much longer than they should, but ultimately we all have a great time remembering your accomplishments as individuals and teams. As we all know, this school year has ended in a very weird space. While for obvious reasons we cannot break bread together in celebration of your hard work, we can still honor all that you have done, your commitment to yourselves, your commitment to your friends and teammates, and most importantly, your commitment to exhibiting unparalleled sportsmanship. I'm sorry that we are unable to celebrate together this year. I'm also sorry that we weren't able to watch many of you play in your final season. Regardless, I hope that each of you know how proud we are of your hard work, your support for your friends and teammates, your success, and again, your commitment to sportsmanship. We've had many parents, administrators, teachers, and coaches all working very hard to think of creative ways to honor you and your progression to the next stage of your respective lives. I would like to especially thank the PH Boosters Board, particularly Laura Hale and Katie Stevens, for the countless hours that they have spent thinking about each of you and how we can honor your achievements. You're probably wondering why I'm on this video. Well, the reason is that I'm here to present the winners of the PH Athletic Booster Scholarships for 2019-2020. I even got out of my quarantine pajamas and put on my favorite American flag bow tie, to honor all that you've done. So here we go. The Elizabeth Lee Female Top Scholar Athlete Award goes to an individual who has participated in team sports since her freshman year. She's been awarded 9 varsity letters in volleyball and soccer. During her junior year on the volleyball team, she was named All-District First Team Defensive Specialist and All-Region Second Team. As a senior, she earned All-District First Team and Region 5D First Team honors in volleyball. Coach Maggie Newman says her amazing ability to read the ball and opposing team hitters, coupled with her quick soccer feet, made her a huge asset to have on her volleyball team. She is a great leader and a wonderful role model to our younger players. She plans to attend the University of South Carolina. The female recipient of the Elizabeth Lee Scholarship is Jordan Fitchett. Congratulations, Jordan. For the Elizabeth Lee Male Top Scholar Athlete Award, this goes to an individual who was awarded 8 varsity letters while on the cross country and track teams. As a sophomore and junior, he qualified for the VHSL state meet and was named to the All-Region team his junior year. While in his senior year, he earned All-Region team and All-Metro First Team. His coach, James Hill, says he has been a motivator for every single member of the team, congratulating each one of them on all of their successes and never once gloating in his own, although he had plenty to choose from. His humble, blue-collared, methodical work ethic served as the best form of example a coach could ever dream of. He plans to attend Carnegie Mellon University. The male recipient of the Elizabeth Lee Scholarship is Charlie Murphy. Congratulations, Charlie. For the top female individual sport, this senior earned 8 varsity letters in volleyball, indoor track, and outdoor track. She consistently placed in the top 5 of the region for indoor and outdoor high jump and long jump. Her coach said she used her tremendous vertical to score meet points as high jumper, triple jumper, and long jumper. She plans to attend the University of Virginia. The top female in an individual sport is Anna Dandridge. Congratulations, Anna. Top male individual sport. This goes to a senior who earned 6 varsity letters in wrestling and football. He was the 2020 Regional 5D champion in his wrestling weight class and state finalist. As a junior, he was also a regional finalist and placed 4th at the VHSL Class 5 state tournament. His coach said he has modeled high character and leadership and has a great work ethic. He plans to attend Roanoke College. The top male in an individual sport is Ryan Fowles. Congratulations, Ryan. For top female team sport, this goes to a senior who has been awarded 9 varsity letters in swimming and in soccer. As a freshman and sophomore soccer player, she won first team All-District, first team All-Region, and second team All-Conference. An injury sidelined her junior year, and her coach said what sets her apart is her tenacity and her drive to get back to the athlete she was before her injury. I can say with utmost certainty she did just that. She plans to attend Virginia Commonwealth University and will be a member of their D1 women's soccer team. The top female in a team sport is Ella Higgins. Congratulations, Ella. The top male team sport goes to a senior who participated in both team and individual sports at Patrick Henry. He was on the swim team and the lacrosse team, earning 3 varsity letters. During his sophomore year, he was named first team All-Region and second team All-Timesland for lacrosse. After his junior season, he won second team All-Region and second team All-Timesland honors for lacrosse. Coach Josh Wilkinson says, playing the toughest position in lacrosse, goalie, he goes well above and beyond to make himself and his teammates better. He is team-oriented and often shuns personal recognition for team accomplishments. He plans to attend Virginia Tech in the fall. The top male in a team sport is Ty Whitlow. Congratulations, Ty. The top female coaches award goes to a senior who played 3 sports each year since her freshman year at Patrick Henry. She competed in volleyball, basketball, and track and earned 6 varsity letters. Her basketball coach, Mike Hedrick, said, "Many times during her career, she helped the team win big games. However, her biggest impact was in the locker room, acting as a leader who brought many people together for a common goal." She plans to attend Old Dominion University. The Female Coaches Award goes to Simran Drakeford. Congratulations, Simran. The Top Male Coaches Award goes to a senior who played on the varsity soccer team since his freshman year at PH, earning 4 varsity letters. Coach Chris Dowdy said, "He sets the bar for other student athletes. He works harder, studies constantly, and is one of the most respectful kids I have encountered at the school. It wasn't long before he broke the starting lineup as a freshman, and from that point on, he never looked back." The Male Coaches Award recipient goes to Isegro Faste. Congratulations, Faste. The Top Female Patriot Award goes to a senior who played on the varsity basketball team since she was a freshman and earned 2 varsity letters. As a senior, she served as captain of the girls' basketball team this year and was first team All-Region. Coach Mike Hedrick stated, "Manisha was motivated to play basketball, and her drive led her to be a better student and player. She plans to attend Virginia State University and will play on their D2 women's basketball team." The Female Patriot Award recipient is Mo Wright. Congratulations, Mo. The Top Male Patriot Award goes to a senior who played on the football and basketball teams at Patrick Henry and earned 6 varsity letters. As a junior, he was named second team All-District linebacker. His senior year, he had many football honors, including first team All-District running back and kick returner, first team All-Region running back and kick returner, and blue and red All-Star MVP. He was also honored with second team All-District for basketball. Coach Alan Fiddler says, "His personality and leadership are contagious as he elevates his teammates to be better. He plans to play football at the University of Charleston, West Virginia." The Male Patriot Award recipient is Jalen Cook. Congratulations, Jalen. I hope that all of you seniors know how much we as parents, family, and friends have treasured the ability to watch you during your careers as student athletes. We will dearly miss seeing you on the field, course, court, pool, and track. As part of the PH family, I hope that all of you will come out to support us when you're able. We pledge to you our utmost support as you enter that exciting next step in your lives. We look forward to hearing about your future successes and reminiscing about the old times together. Go Seniors and go Patriots!
I'm here to talk about the 2019 football season and our seniors and to honor our seniors. We had a really good season. This group actually led us to our first playoff win in 25 years, which is quite an accomplishment, and proud of them for that. They provided us with a lot of leadership throughout the year, and I'm going to take time to talk about each of these guys for just a minute. First off, Jalen Cook. Jalen played running back for us, had a breakout year at running back, had over 1,000 yards rushing, which is a huge accomplishment. He's one of the best players in the area and the region, and he's going on to play at the University of Charleston on a scholarship. Next, we got Trey Divers. Trey played receiver for us. Been in the program 4 years, did an excellent job, had a really good season, made some big catches for us, and he'll be missed along the way. Next is Brandon Thomas. Brandon's been in our program for 4 years, worked hard every day, came to get better, and was a vital part of our team. Next we have Ryan Fouts. Ryan, 2-year starter punter for us, did a great job punting. This year he also played some other special teams and gave us some depth by playing special teams for us, and did a really good job on both punting and being a special teams player. J.D. Morgan. J.D. Moved to tight end this year, had a really good year at tight end, was a really focal point of us being able to have 1,000-yard rusher and be able to run the ball well. George Langheimer, George is our kicker, has been a kicker for the past 2 seasons. Did a really good job. He also played some other special teams for us this year. He's going on to play at Hampton-Sydney, and we look forward to good things from him there. Roderick Maurice. Roderick's a 2-year starter on the offensive line. Played some defensive line as well. Was really a force up front on both sides of the ball, and he'll be missed with his blocking and defensive line play. Reeves Russell, Reeves center. Started the past 2 years, started some as a sophomore, really a leader of our team, leader up front, offensively, offensive line, making sure these guys had the right calls and had a really good year, and was one of the better players in the region up front. Cam Taylor, Cam played for us the past 2 years. Had a really good season up front on defense, gave us some big size on defensive line, and made some really big plays, and was really hard to block and disrupted a lot of offensive schemes for other teams. Richard Edmonds, Richard's first year coming out, worked hard every day, was a really good kid and core of our program, and I wish we had Richard longer, but he showed a lot of promise. Mahogany Gunn. Mahogany's first year out, was an honor to have Mahogany as part of our team. She showed up for practice every day, wanted to know, what she could help us do to get better. Played on the scout teams, really worked hard, got some reps in some games, and showed that she had a lot of athletic ability. BJ Wilson, BJ's a 2-year starter, offensive line. He played some defensive line for us as well. Another force up front that allowed us to be successful on both sides of the ball. Xavier Harley. Xavier was a first-year player. Really had a good season. Really proud of what Xavier did this year, coming out first year and working through things and learning how to play football. And really wish we'd had him for several more years because he has a lot of talent. Overall, it was a great group to work with, a lot of fun, and it was great to win a playoff game. But good luck to everybody. Thanks for the boosters, parents, administration, assistant coaches for all your help throughout the year. Everybody stay safe, and hope to see you soon. Hope to get back out on the field soon.
Hey guys, this is Maggie Newman with the Patrick Henry volleyball team. Our team went 18-10 overall this season. We were 3rd place in the River Ridge District and ended up losing in the regional semifinals to North Stafford, who went on to play in the state championship. We've got 7 seniors this year, which is really tough considering there's only 12 girls on our team. I'll go through them one at a time here for you. This is Megan Doyle. Megan came to us as a transfer last summer from Cave Spring High School. She filled a really big void that we had in the outside hitter position. She ended up with 219 kills this season. She had 24 aces. She has an amazing jump serve. She was honored 2nd team All-District and is going to Virginia Commonwealth University to study pre-med. Next we have Simran Drakeford. Simran came to us as an 8th grader playing JV and has been on varsity the last few years. She's a multi-sport athlete. She plays basketball, she runs track. She's actively involved in the choir here at PH. She's a really phenomenal singer. She works part-time, has taken AP classes, just a great all-around kid, great all-around athlete. She's the one girl we can always count on. She will play any position we ask her to. She'll do it with a smile on her face. It's a great quality to have in this young lady. We will miss her. She is going to Old Dominion University this fall to major in criminal justice. Next we have Brianna Penn. Brianna is just a joy to coach. She's a wonderful teammate, and she has a love of volleyball and an enthusiasm that's kind of contagious. We have her credited with 20 solo blocks for the season, but honestly, it's hard to do stats for Brianna because she'll jump up and to block a ball, she'll land, and she celebrates just as hard whether she was the one that got the block or whether one of her teammates was the one that got the block. So sometimes it's hard to tell with her. But we got her credited for 20 solo blocks and then quite a few more where she combined with a middle hitter. Just a wonderful teammate. We're going to miss her big smile on the court. She's going to Georgetown University this fall to major in linguistics. Next, we have Kendall Kelly. Kendall is another multi-sport athlete. I love my multi-sport athletes. She's a phenomenal tennis player. Gives her an amazing serve in volleyball. It translates well. She's a mature, responsible young lady. She has an amazing, just a calming presence on the court. She doesn't get flustered easily. She has a very analytical mind. She was my TA this year, and a lot of times we would sit and talk statistics, volleyball statistics, and during school. And it's kind of funny. She texted me yesterday and told me she's going to UVA to major in statistics, so that's a great fit for Kendall. But we will miss her terribly. Let's see. And next we have Anna Dandridge. Anna has always been a phenomenal blocker for PH. She's a multi-sport athlete as well. She's a state-ranked high jumper for the track team. But this year she came in and really went all out as far as her offense goes. So she had 56 kills in 2018 and then had 224 this season. She led our team in kills, which is unusual for a middle hitter. She had 41 solo blocks, quite a few more that she combined with another blocker, but it just really had a standout season. She was acknowledged at the Albemarle Showcase tournament back in September as one of the top 10 players in the tournament. She was honored first team all district, second team all region, just a phenomenal athlete. She's going to be tough to replace. She is also going to UVA to major in statistics. Next we have Jordan Fitchett. Jordan came to us as an 8th grader playing JV, joined the varsity team her freshman year, actually as an outside hitter, which I think has given her a huge advantage. She's ended up the last 3 years as our libero. Jordan is without a doubt the best defensive player I have coached in 21 seasons. She reads the ball well, I think, because she started out as a hitter. She can read where the ball's going before it's even hit. And then also, I'm going to brag on my multi-sport athletes again. She has quick soccer feet that get her into position. She's just a phenomenal libero. She's going to be very difficult to replace. Towards the end of the regular season, she was acknowledged for 1,000 career digs, ended up with 1,159 total for her career. She was honored as the best libero in our district, the best libero in our region, first team for both. Just a phenomenal player. She's going to be very difficult to replace. Her plans are to go to the University of South Carolina and major in public health. And last but not least, we have Daphne Thompson. Daphne joined the JV team as a 9th grader, and we pulled her up to varsity as a sophomore, and she started as a starter almost immediately. She's one of our captains. She and Jordan were our 2 captains this season. She's a phenomenal leader. She's fiercely competitive. She was also acknowledged for, partway through the season for reaching 1,000 career assists, ended up with 1,321 total career assists. She was recognized first team all district. She was recognized first team all region. And actually we had signing day right before we ended school prematurely. She had signing day. She's signing to play volleyball at Richard Bland College in Petersburg, and her plan is to major in criminal psychology. So here's my team, here's my girls. I miss you guys terribly. Seniors, please stay in touch. You are always welcome in the stands. You're always welcome at practice. We love to see you and would love to hear how you're doing. So thanks for your time.
Hey guys, this is Coach Anderson for Patrick Henry High School, doing my senior banquet speech. First off, I'd like to say everybody, I hope you're happy, healthy, and well. Second off, we miss you guys very, very much. We've missed the end of the year, and I know that's when we do the pomp and circumstances of the senior banquet, of the wrestling banquet, and even graduation, and we really, really miss doing that. As a team overall, we were 11-11 in duels competition. We had a state champion, a 2nd place finisher, and a 6th place finisher. So 3 in the top 6. Overall, it was a great year. Some of the guys that I want to talk about tonight are Joachim White. He's been a part of the program for 4 years. He's helped us out in the off season. He's went fishing with us. He's done everything with the program. He's a great kid, and I look forward to seeing what he can do at Virginia Western and then Lake University. Then we had a transfer from Montana, named Nick Ramsey, who ended up the year 8-15. Started the whole year. Injuries hurt him toward the end of the year. His shoulder really wasn't doing well, and he ended his year a little early, but he's a great kid, and I look forward to seeing great things out of him. He's going to LSU. Then we had Dixon Harris come back. He wrestled his freshman year and came back his senior year. He was 15-5, had a great year. We had high hopes for Dixon. He got hurt after the Big Blue. His shoulder was separated, and he never really recovered from that, but we know Dixon will do well at Christopher Newport in lacrosse. Then we got Ethan Lee. Ethan Lee was 9-10. He was a starter for the last 3 years. He qualified for states this year, and he is going active duty, I hope. The last two, by far, are two of the best wrestlers we've had at Patrick Henry in a long time. First is Chauncey Wilson. This year he was 39-10. He was top 4 in every tournament we went to this year. He was second in the regionals, 6th in state, but only after a knee injury dropped him down. His last 2 matches, he suffered a knee injury that he pretty much injury defaulted the last 2 matches and still finished 6th. He's a great young man. He plans on going to Virginia Western and joining the Marine Corps as a reservist. Then last but not least, we have Ryan Fouts, 28-8 overall. He plays 2nd in the state. He's a great young man. We expect great things from him. As of right now, he expects to go to Roanoke College and wrestle for Coach Yetzer, who moved over from Ferrum, a part of the 100-win club, and he finished almost in every event top 4. He missed one event. I think it was the Battle of the Bridge. Great kids, great job. The one extraordinary fact about the team this year is Chauncey Wilson finished as the all-time leadingest wins, or most wins, of any wrestler in PH history, which is pretty impressive. That's it. I hope you guys have a wonderful time to end off your year. I hope you have great and glorious things to start off next year, and I pray we get to see everybody else in August. Thank you.
My name is Eric Larchin. For the last 9 years, I've served as Patrick Henry's swim coach. Before we start, I'd like to thank my wonderful staff, Emily Gertis and Russ Gibson. I'd like to thank my very supportive parents and the PH boosters for all they do. We had a very solid year. My boys finished 6-4 during the regular season. My girls continued to be a premier program in the state of Virginia, finishing undefeated during the regular season and 4th overall at states. Like every other coach, it's very hard to say goodbye to your seniors. In some cases, I've had these athletes with me for 5 straight years. My first senior is Devon Thomas. Devon came to us his senior year. He had swam previously in his high school in Las Vegas. Very driven, very willing to do whatever he needed to get better. He helped us. My name is Eric Larchin. For the last 9 years, I've served as Patrick Henry's swim coach. Before we start, I'd like to thank my wonderful staff, Emily Gertis and Russ Gibson. I'd like to thank my very supportive parents and the PH boosters for all they do. We had a very solid year. My boys finished 6-4 during the regular season. My girls continued to be a premier program in the state of Virginia, finishing undefeated during the regular season and 4th overall at states. Like every other coach, it's very hard to say goodbye to your seniors. In some cases, I've had these athletes with me for 5 straight years. My first senior is Devon Thomas. Devon came to us his senior year. He had swam previously in his high school in Las Vegas. Very driven, very willing to do whatever he needed to get better. He helped us in sprint, freestyle, and breaststroke events, and he will be enlisting in the Marines this coming fall. Thank you, Devon, for everything that you've done for PH Swimming. Our next swimmer is Finn Morose-Rokes. Finn has been with us for 5 years. He seems like he's been with the team forever. He's a very wonderful young man who's brought so much enthusiasm and spirit to our team. He is a state qualifier. He specialized in backstroke and butterfly events, and he was a member of our our team record 200 freestyle and 200 medley relays. Finn will be attending Kent State in the fall, majoring in fashion. I'll really miss you, Ben. Thank you for everything. Our next swimmer is Anna Vanderlinden. Anna swam for us for 2 seasons. She was a very nice young lady who worked really hard in the pool and did everything I asked her, swam in every event that I asked her to participate in. She specialized in freestyle and backstroke events and will be attending James Madison University in the fall, majoring in a health science field. Thank you, Anna. We'll miss you. Our next swimmer is Callie Summerlin. I have a long history of Callie. Callie started swimming with me when she was 4 years old, and I've had the pleasure of watching her grow up. She's a state qualifier who specialized in 100 backstroke and 2 IM, but was gladly able to contribute in any other event that I put her in. I've had to share Callie last few years. She has gone pro. She is a member of the World Surf League and is on the pro circuit on the women's longboard tour. She'll be attending San Diego State University, majoring in environmental sciences. I'm very excited to watch how her career progresses, and Callie, I'll really miss you. Our next athlete is Natalie Lemon. I remember the first time I met Natalie. It was at the City County Championship Rec League meet. I had saw her swim, and I knew she was a Roanoke City kid. I went up to recruit her. She wasn't overly enthused when I first talked to her, but I'm very glad that she made the choice to come out for the team. She ended up contributing to us greatly. She's been one of our best breaststrokers the last 4 years, and she's a very tough young lady. She made her way back from an ACL injury she received in her junior year, and for breaststrokers, that's very, very difficult. She's a hard worker and was very analytical. She really, really pushed hard to get better in the pool, and she was so great to work with. Natalie will be attending Yale University this coming fall and majoring in a medical or finance field. I'll really miss you, Natalie. Thank you for everything you've done for PH Swimming. Our next athlete is Ella Higgins. I've been coaching for a very long time. There's very few swimmers that have the intensity and focus that Ella has. When she stood up behind the block, you knew she was ready to go. Ella was one of our best breaststrokers, and she was a member of 2 state winning 200 medley relays, swimming the breaststroke leg. Those relays at the time were both state records and all-time state records. Ella will be attending VCU this coming fall, majoring in exercise science. She's a very tough young lady, and we are going to miss her so much. Thank you, Ella. Our final senior is Brooke Nicely. As a coach, it's always great to have talent, but it's always better to have a swimmer that's talented, but puts the team in front of individual accomplishments. Brooke is one of those swimmers. Brooke specialized in 500 freestyle and backstroke events, but she could compete at a high level in any event that you put her in. She was a multiple time regional winner, a state individual runner-up, and a member of 5 state championship relays. She was a really huge factor in our PH women's team winning 3 championships during her time there. Brooke is a wonderful young lady, and I am very, very excited to see her continue her career at UNC Wilmington. She'll be swimming there in the fall. Thank you, Brooke, for everything that you brought to our team. It's hard to say goodbye, like every other coach. It's hard to say goodbye when you don't have your athletes in front of you. These young men and women have brought so much to our team, and I'm so thankful for having a chance to work with them. Thank you again, guys, and I'll greatly miss you.
Hello everyone, my name is Mike Hedrick and I'm the girls basketball coach here at PH. And I want to talk to you about our 4 amazing young ladies that are seniors leaving our program, and all 4 of them are a huge part of why this was our most successful year ever in PH school history for girls basketball. Made it to the Final Four, region champs, district champs, and these 4 all had a hand in that, not only this year but the growth in the years previously. And we're going to miss them dearly. Just around our program, the laughs, the smiles, and the work they put in. There's big shoes that other people are going to have to fill with these girls leaving. Simran Drakeford's the first one I want to talk to you about. She's going to Old Dominion University to be a student, and she's played varsity for 3 years with us. We're going to miss her tremendously. Tiara Thomas is going to go play basketball at Spartanburg Methodist College. She was with us for 2 years. Monasia Wright has been a starter in our program since I got here. She's been afforded the opportunity to go play Division II basketball at Virginia State University. And Mahogany Gunn has played for us for 2 seasons, and she is going to continue to play basketball at Averett University. And I can't speak enough on the character of these young ladies, but more importantly, just being around and seeing them grow from how they were as sophomores to now has been really special. And we wish them all the luck in the world. Our program is going to miss them dearly, and we can't wait to have them come back in games and practices and be a part of our program moving forward. So ladies, we love you, we miss you, and we're going to miss you tremendously, and we wish you the most success possible moving forward. And just always remember to be better, and if you ever need anything, you just let us know.
Jack Esworthy with boys basketball. I had 5 seniors this year. They were Jalen Cook, Jalen Crump, Andre Palmer, Mitch Burns, and Alex Faulkner. And as a coach and mentor, it was really great to see those kids, those seniors come together individually on and off the court, show improvement, and then come together as a group and a team to achieve a lot of success this year on the court. We started out 3-3, and then those guys figured it out and really came together as a group, finished 22. We added a district championship, a region championship, and played in the Final Four game, which Who would have thought? Turned out to be the state championship game, so we were 3 points shy of a state championship. But again, a very successful year. And the seniors, Jalen Crump came over from William Fleming and just did everything we needed for him to do. Really turned the corner, turned out, got stuff done on and off the court. It was nice to see Andre Palmer grow as an individual. Jalen Cook brought his typical energy and enthusiasm to the group. Mitch Burns really stepped up his play this year, became a force inside. And Alex Faulkner, again, waited his turn in the wings, and when he got it this year, really proved to be a heck of a scorer. And again, those 5 guys, no returning starters off of last year's team. They waited patiently, worked hard for their chance to shine, and when they got it, they shined. So again, the 5 seniors, I congratulate you on a very successful year. It was great to get it in, and I wish them all the best in their upcoming endeavors, and wish everybody the best going forward. Thank you.
Coach Holcomb here with the Patrick Henry softball team. I wanted to give a shout out to the seniors this year and let them know that without them, we would not have been able to build the program that we have. We would not have had 40 girls coming to try out, a record number trying out in all the years I've been with the program. We had over 30 girls on the team between JV and varsity. These seniors really stepped up, encouraging people to come out, bringing people to open gyms, working hard in the off season, and building a program. And what they've done is they've built a program that's going to be able to continue for years to come because they've put the work in. They showed the girls, the underclassmen, what it takes to build a program, what it means to be committed to a program, and how to put that effort in. Riley Woods has been an active participant in Patrick Henry Athletics for her entire high school career. She's also participated in the athletic training program. She's been with the basketball teams, the volleyball teams, and she's been a huge leader on the softball field. She's one of the stronger hitters. She works hard. She'll play anywhere we want to put her. She'll put in the effort to learn new positions, and she wants the team to be better. She's the first one to say, can I take extra balls after practice? Can I come make up time? Can I come do extra stuff to be better? What am I doing wrong? Always wanting to put in the extra effort to make sure she's doing what she needs to do in order to be a good leader for the team and to be beneficial for the team in any way she can. Zatira Dukes has a passion for the game. She has played since she was little. She is athletic, and she's used her ability to propel her in her high school sports. She got injured at the end of the season last year, and she worked hard. She had surgery over the summer. She worked hard to make sure she was ready. She came to open gyms, even though she was not released, just to be supportive of the teammates that were there and to show them that she was part of this team, that she was going to be there, and she was going to be a contributing member of this program any way she can be. And that means a lot. That puts in a great deal of confidence into the other girls that she's going to be there for them and that she's going to do what she needs to for them. Lanaya has maybe the smallest girl on the team, but she works harder than anyone. She will do anything you ask her to do. She has compassion for other players. She is motivating. She comes up with drills and sends things to try to get the team better, comes up with activities that the team can do. She always looks for ways to make the team better. She's always talking about what we can do as a team and always puts in 100% effort in everything she does. She is a true example of leading, a true player who leads by example and puts in the effort to make sure that she is contributing her part and building a program and making players better. We didn't get to have the season we wanted to, but these girls have done amazing things in the off season to build this program to be the best it can be. And I cannot thank them enough for everything they've done for this program, to tell them how proud I am of them and the work that they've put in and how truly, truly I'm going to miss them in years to come. They have been instrumental in our team, in our program. And I just want to thank you for everything you've done to put this program together, to fight for this program, to build this program. And I'm proud of you, and I wish you the best of luck in your college. You guys are all going to go do great things, and I look forward to seeing what you can do in the future.
Hello, I am Charlie Kuhn. I'm the PH baseball coach, and I'm here today to honor Todd Kennedy. I want to say thanks to the boosters and the Roanoke City school system for all that they're doing through these crazy times and keeping us safe. And it's obviously not what we wanted to see for spring sports, but we will get through this and hope everybody is being safe. Thank you for your time. I'm here today to honor our one and only senior, Todd Kennedy. Todd has been with our program for 4 years and is a vital part of our success every year. Every time we put him on the mound, he is able to come through for us and has been a great leader, both on the mound and also in the dugout. He just keeps everybody very energetic and ready to go. So it's been a pleasure coaching him for the years he has been there, and I can't wait to see what he accomplishes at the next level. Todd is going to Ferrum College, and he will be studying biology as well as playing baseball there. So again, I can't wait to see what he is able to accomplish at Ferrum College. I want to say thanks again to him and his family, and I want to thank his parents as well. They have been a vital part of the PH baseball program, so I can't thank them enough, and good luck with everything going forward, and like I said, can't wait to see it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Kate Spahowski. I'm the girls lacrosse coach. This year, I'm lucky enough to have 3 seniors that have all been huge contributors to our program over the past couple years, and we're truly going to miss these girls. The first being Natalie Lemon. Natalie is a brilliant player and leader, and you could ask anyone on the team, and they would tell you the exact same thing. She's a standout athlete and has been since I started coaching her sophomore year, but also far before that. Her team trusts her, and she's a fantastic captain. This is her second year being captain, and she was an obvious choice for me this year. I was looking forward to seeing Natalie dominate on the field this season. For those who don't know, Natalie did have an injury last year, and that ended her season, and she has worked incredibly hard to get back to being in the best shape and ready to play on that field. And I just can't wait till I get to see her play again at whatever level that is. I'm lucky to have the pleasure of coaching such a wonderful player and look forward to following the amazing things that she accomplishes at Yale. The second senior I'm going to talk about is Gracie Skeen. Gracie became a captain for me this year. She, on the off season, she showed amazing leadership and growth throughout last season and the off season. And she just showed me how much she deserved to lead our team to victory this year. And I was already so impressed with her and excited for her. And she's just done such a great job of keeping everybody's spirits up during this time and just truly still being a leader. I appreciate Gracie's determination and hard work. Although this season did not go as expected, she's been so important to our team and our successes, especially last year. I'm thankful to have gotten the chance to coach her these past 3 years, and I'm excited to see what her future holds at Tennessee. And our last senior is Lily Jones. Lily has shown me what it means to be a true team player. Anything I ask her to do, she is there, and she is there when I need her. She is willing to do whatever it takes to help her team succeed. She's an extremely hard worker and learned the game so much these past 3 years. It's incredible. She became a starter at the end of last season and really, truly put a lot of hard work into it. I've appreciated having the chance to coach such a fantastic player and look forward to see Lily's next successes at UVA. Although this year did not end the way that we all wanted it to, these 3 girls have been shining lights for all of us on our team, and we're just so proud of them. And truly saying that I'm going to miss them is an understatement. So thanks so much, you 3, and I just can't wait to see what your next steps bring you.
I'd like to first start out by thanking the boosters for putting this virtual presentation together for our class of 2020 senior athletes. Without your hard work throughout the years, especially in this year, Patrick Henry Athletics wouldn't just be the same. So again, thanks to the boosters, thanks to Athletic Director Patty Sheedy, and all the administration at Patrick Henry for their support of Patrick Henry Athletics. I'd like to first start out by saying it was my pleasure to have worked with the senior class that we had this year. We had 8 senior boys on the lacrosse team this year, and we were really looking forward to having a really great season with all of them. They were all top student athletes, great individuals, and they were just a lot of fun to be around. In practice and preparing for our season, we were really looking forward, again, to having a tremendous year with them. I'd first like to start off with Zach George. Zach was a tremendous young player for us. He was a starting midfielder, a wonderful kid to have, always worked hard in practice, made everybody around him much better. He will be headed to Virginia Tech in the fall to become a Hokie, and we wish him all the luck. Next is Luke Toddy, and Luke is another starter attackman for us. Tremendous player, lots of positivity around his game, always came to play. Every time he stepped on the field, he was ready to go. Luke will be attending Radford, and so we wish him all the luck headed down to Radford in the fall. Next is Quentin Williams. A lot of the time we ended up calling him Q. Q was another starter for us. He played a lot of defense as a junior, and he is a tremendous player, a hard-working player, and he also will be attending Radford University, so we wish him all the luck. Our next senior is Garrettson Ayers. Garrettson was another one of our starting defensemen, a player who really worked hard getting better. I thought he had a great off-season. We were really looking forward to his senior campaign headed up the back end of our defense. Garrettson will be headed to ODU in the fall, and so we wish him all the best out there. Our next up is Murphy Johnson. Murphy was another one of our starting defensemen. Murphy worked extremely hard during the off-season. Really hit the weight room hard, really developed into, I thought would become a great player for us this year. He had a tremendous upside, and I really appreciate all the hard work he put in, especially with a lot of our younger players in our off-season program. Murphy will be headed to UVA in the fall, so we also wish him the best of luck. The next one of our seniors is Cade Smith, and Cade has been a 3-year attack starter for us. A tremendous leader, tremendously hard-working player on the practice field and in games. Just a great all-around kid to have on the team. I really appreciate his hard work, and I'd like to say that he will be headed to either Virginia Tech or UVA in the fall, and so we wish him the best of luck with either one of those schools. Next was our goalie, Ty Whitlow. Ty's been our starting goalie for the past 2 seasons. He also worked really hard this past off-season to get himself ready for the year, and so we were really looking forward to seeing what he would develop as a senior. Ty will be headed to Virginia Tech in the fall, so we wish him all the best with that. Our last senior was Dixon Harris, and Dixon's been a 3-year player with us. He is a tremendous young athlete. He's battled through a lot of injuries, but as a face-off guy and one of the top midfielders in our area, we really look forward to him continuing his career at Christopher Newport University in the fall. So we wish him all the luck as he continues with his lacrosse career out there at CNU. As a wrap-up, again, a tremendous group of seniors. I'm proud to say that I enjoyed working with this group tremendously, day in, day out. They were a great group of guys to have at practice, and I'd really like to thank them, and I'd like to thank all their parents as well. As parents of tremendously fine athletes and student athletes, I commend you for letting us work with your boys. On that note, I would also like to say thank you to all the parents out there of all of our senior athletes. Without you, none of this would be possible for any of our senior athletes. In conclusion, I would like to pass along one thing to all of our senior athletes, and it's something that I share with all my players at the end of every season, and that is for them to give back to sports. I feel that it's a very important thing as sports has become such a large part of most of our student athletes' lives over the past 4 years in high school, that now it's time to turn that page and to give back to the sport that they love. Be a coach, be a ref, keep playing the game that you love. Sports is something that you can take with you your entire life, but it only makes the sport special is if you give back to that sport, to the next generation of young players, and to let them experience what you have experienced in your short careers as student athletes and athletes for Patrick Henry. Once again, Coach Wilkinson from the Patrick Henry Boys Lacrosse Program, wishing you all the best of luck in your future endeavors. Stay safe, and we'll see you soon.
We have 7 seniors this year on the girls' soccer team. They are a wonderful group. They are all highly motivated, academically accomplished, and just the type of people that you would want to be leading your team. Throughout the winter, I met with these girls before school once a week, and we went through a 10-week leadership development course. We talked about what it means to be a leader, how to lead by example, and how to be a vocal leader. We discussed leading on the field in the heat of competition and leading in the hallways at school. We spent a lot of our time discussing our upcoming season and things that they could do and implement to have a lasting impact on the program and their teammates. There were so many revelations and good ideas that came out of those meetings. I was really excited to see these 7 seniors put what they were learning into practice. Although it ended up that they only had 3 weeks of the season, it was evident that they had internalized the lessons from our leadership course and that they were making efforts to connect with their teammates and be the leaders the team needed them to be. Even with this short amount of time, they've changed our program for the better. Our first senior is Olivia Beidler. Olivia is a player who has kind of hidden in the background in years past. I was excited to see her blossom her senior year. She had already taken initiative in trying to coordinate a community service project for the team this spring. She was ready to be that leader. Olivia played in almost every position for us last year except for keeper. She's a versatile player with talents that can fit almost anywhere on the field. We'll miss Olivia's infectious attitude and laugh. Olivia will be going to UVA in the fall. Next, we have Jordan Fitchett. Jordan is an incredibly fun person to coach. You can tell that she loves playing soccer and being with her teammates. She always has a smile on her face, has a great sense of humor, and people are just drawn to her. Jordan was also one of our strongest defenders and definitely our best 1v1 defender. She was voted captain by her teammates. None of the coaches or any of the players on the team were surprised by that, except Jordan herself. You should have seen the look on her face. It was a real sign of humility. We'll miss Jordan and her great attitude next year. She'll be attending the University of South Carolina. Now we have Gemma Blackshaw. Gemma is another player that brought smiles to every practice and every situation. After playing soccer her first 2 years at PH, Gemma decided to sit out last year. She had sustained some concussions and wanted to take a break. I was completely okay with that. But man, was I happy when she told me that she wanted to play again this season. Gemma was willing to play anywhere and do anything to help the team. Gemma brings a ton of positive energy every day and had a big impact on the younger players in our short time together. I'll miss Gemma's high energy and sense of humor. Gemma will be going to UC Santa Barbara in the fall. Abigail Runyon. Abigail was one of our goalkeepers. She has consistently and steadily improved at her position over the years. Abigail was our starting keeper last year, but battled some injuries and missed a lot of game time. I was looking forward to having her back in goal and having her lead us from that position. Abigail is a very level-headed and quiet leader. She brings a good balance to some of her higher energy teammates. We will miss her. Abigail will be going to Virginia Western for the next 2 years before going on to Virginia Tech. Next we have Kelsey Gordon. Kelsey is another player that always has a smile on her face. But Kelsey is a player where looks can be deceiving. Off the field, she's one of the nicest, most thoughtful people. But she'll go after you on that field. Her sweet smile can fool you. Kelsey has an incredibly high work rate and always gives her team everything she has. I never had any doubt about what I was going to get from Kelsey when she was on the field. She's the perfect teammate. We will miss her ability to make those runs up and down the sideline until exhaustion. Kelsey will be continuing her playing career at Eastern Nazarene College in the fall. Mary Grace Giles. MG was another one of our captains. I'm not sure I'll ever coach another player like her. It's really hard to put MG's talent and contributions into words. She is highly cerebral and can sometimes overanalyze a situation. But when she allows herself to play instinctually, she can be the most impactful player on the field for us. MG always found a way to get it done. I love how she made her matchups on the field personal challenges. She was not going to let that player beat her in any way. Holding center mid was the perfect spot for her. She's an incredibly hard worker. We worked out a lot together in the off season, and it was inspiring to see her determination and the effort that she put into what she was doing. We will miss MG's incredible ability to win balls in midfield. MG is going to UVA next year as a Jefferson Scholar. Our last player is Ella Higgins. Ella was our third captain. Where it can be hard to put MG's qualities into words, Ella is pretty straightforward. At this level, when Ella steps on the field, she's usually the most athletic player out there. That becomes apparent pretty quickly. She's fast, she's skilled, and she has a fiery spirit that puts her on another level. Ella is a natural leader and someone her teammates look up to. Ella didn't get to play last season because she was recovering from ACL surgery. I was so looking forward to seeing how her presence on the field would impact our team this year. We'll miss Ella's confidence, composure, and leadership. Next year, Ella will be continuing her playing career at VCU.
Hey everybody, this is Coach Dowdy here in my basement, and it's the only place I can get away from the 4 kids who are at any minute going to be running down here. But it's that time of year again for our seniors, and it's been a crazy, crazy spring for everybody. I miss our guys terribly, miss our season terribly. Every single day it goes through my head, and it's the worst part of my day. So especially tomorrow, we would host Blacksburg, I believe in the season finale, and I just know how pumped up our guys would be to play that game, to compete at that level. And I can only imagine that we'd be 15-0 right now going into that last game. I have no doubt in my mind. So what I did, we have a really big group of seniors, and I know that the joke would be that I would spend forever at the senior banquet talking about these guys, and so I'm going to try to keep it short, but also try to honor these guys by saying just a couple of things about them. So I'm going to just kind of read a little bit what I wrote for our 10 guys, and then at the very end, one of the things I'm most proud about is all of our seniors are going to 4-year schools, and it's an insane senior class we have, just outside of the athleticism that they contain, and outside of the academic nature of all the boys. They're just a great group of kids. I don't know that I'll ever have a senior class with this much character and this much skill, both athletically and academically. It's just a really, really good senior class. And I'm not just saying that. It's just I can't imagine having this many kids perform at this level in many, many aspects of their life. So I'm just going to go through real quick what I kind of wrote down for every kid, and we'll kind of go from there. But Vizigaro Foste, he's played on our team for 4 years, and as a freshman got himself into the starting lineup, and he's always shown unmatched fitness, work ethic. He's been a mainstay for our program. He's been able to play multiple positions. Huge passion for the game, unwavering character, and he's got a huge compassion for people. And I would say he's truly a part of the heart and soul of our team in PH men's soccer. This kid has been around for, it seems like, so long now, and I can't say enough good things about him. Foste will sorely be missed. We love Foste to death and just what he means to our program, even outside of soccer. Kendrick Wheeler, he's been in our program for 4 years, including the last 2 as a varsity player. A very highly successful JV player as well. Kendrick is well loved by his teammates. He's shown so much commitment to our program each and every year. Kendrick definitely has a passion for improving, a no-quit attitude, a great ability as a defender. He's very coachable. He always wants to learn and get more knowledge about the position he's playing. He's been trusted by our coaching staff. He's truly been a joy to coach for the last 4 years. Ian Yeaton, another defender. This is our third defender, actually. Foste, Kendrick, now Ian. He's played for us just 2 seasons. Last year was his first season, and this year was named a captain for the 2020 season, so that should tell you enough about what he's about. He's an all-district and all-region defender. I could tell from the fall before last, how highly skilled and aware and coachable he was. And he went through an incredible just physical transformation throughout his first year last year. And just so thankful and grateful that I had the opportunity to coach him and get to know him personally. He's just a wonderful leader, trusted by his teammates. He's so much fun to be around. And in a short amount of time, he's earned every ounce of respect from us, his teammates. We're so proud that he's a member of our PH soccer family forever. I can't say more about Ian in the short amount of time that he's been over here with us. And our fourth defender, we have a lot of defenders in our group, Luke Cease. He's played 4 years with PH, 1 season on JV, the last 3 on varsity. He's able to seamlessly integrate himself, and he's a friend of everybody. And so he's respected by his teammates, well-loved, maybe most of all, by all the PH men's soccer. And we love Luke to death. And, of course, another defender, our 5th defender, I guess, and this is Case Eshelman, and we love Case to death. He's played for us for 5 years, starting in 8th grade. He showed a very, very high level of technical ability and a passion for the game. You could tell he's been coached, a willingness to continue to learn and grow as a player. He's been an all-district and all-region defender for our program. And without question, Case was willing to play anywhere for our team, and he's proved his ability time and again at multiple positions. And he's a natural leader. He has the ability to stay level-headed in all situations. He has a kind heart and loves his teammates and has been a joy to have around even my own family. So he's excelled not only in the classroom but on the field. We trust Case just as much as all these other guys that we're talking about. He's just such a big, big part of this senior class, and will be sorely missed as well. We can continue on the defender train here for a second. This is our 6th defender, Quizera Josephat. Quizera's has been a joy to coach. He's played the last 4 seasons for PH men's soccer. Highly intelligible, well-loved teammate of all our players. And if I can pause just for a second, that's just a very common thread. Quee is well-loved, but literally all these guys are well-loved by our team. They're such great teammates, such great people. As a defender, Quee was committed to our team, as committed to our team as anyone. He's been dedicated to getting better each day, day after day. He's got an incredible attitude, the ability to make our team better in so many ways. And he is, again, one of the best teammates we have in our squad. He's the type of player that you need to have on your team. So our last defender of the group, which I don't even know, I guess it's 7, our 7th defender is Jean-Pierre Fataki. Jean-Pierre is a tricky one. He's going to be coming back to PH next year. We're going to hopefully cross our fingers and see if something works out with the VHSL, but you never know. He came to America in February 2018, and so because of his grade placement, he's got to hang around for another year to get some credits that he needs based upon when he came over here. So this is his 2nd year at Patrick Henry, his 2nd season on our team, and when he first arrived for off-season workouts, it was pretty clear that Jean-Pierre loved playing. It was very important for him to try to lead on the field. He'll probably be the loudest kid in any training session or game. He's technical with the ball. He's easily one of the most aggressive players on the team. He's loud, demonstrative, and we've always believed that Jean-Pierre is the guy that you want beside you when you go into battle. He's the guy that you want in your foxhole. So he practices and plays each day with a chip on his shoulder. It's something to prove, and he'll tell you that. And he has a great competitive mentality while also caring deeply for his teammates. So we're really fortunate to have Jean-Pierre come over to us. And we're just hopeful that maybe we can get another year with him. And then we'll end kind of the defense theme, I guess, with George Langhammer. He's a goalkeeper for us. So that makes 8 of our seniors either on the back line or goalkeeping. And again, can't say enough about George. George has been a very, very big pleasure to coach. He's been with our team for 5 years, since 8th grade. He's been as committed as any player to honing his craft. And so when you're talking about the skill set that's needed to play goalkeeper or any position, nobody really works harder and puts in more time and thought into George. He always wants to improve his game. He's one of the most spirited, uplifted players, positive players on our roster. He's been a huge part of our success going playing, starting some games, coming off the bench sometimes when he was younger, and obviously was going to be a huge part of this year's season as a senior goalkeeper, a big senior goalkeeper. So over the past several years, as he's been playing varsity, he's just been a huge part of our success as a team, coming up with some huge saves and definitely some invaluable leadership, character, and commitment to our team. And it's just been a joy to have Noah. And finally, Benjamin Kunzamana. Benjamin's played the last 2 seasons on our varsity team. He also played 1 year on JV. And again, I've said this a lot, but we love Ben to death as well. And on the field, Ben's demonstrated a high level of ability as a forward. He has been a joy to have as a member of our team. He's a fabulous teammate, easygoing attitude. He shows great compassion around his peers. He's been relied upon for valuable minutes over the course of his career. And athletically, Ben's tall, powerful forward, one of the highest levels of fitness on the team. And he's just, many times over his career, he's displayed at any moment he can have it and just dominate the game if he has it that night. And Ben certainly showed that over the years. I think I'll take a second here and just kind of go through these players for, just really quickly and mention where they're going. Again, I said outside of Jean-Pierre Fataki, who would be coming back to PH, the other 9 seniors will be going to 4-year colleges. And I just don't think that's going to happen again in our program. You have guys sometimes have to take a year off or 2 years. All 9 of these guys are going to a 4-year school, and I can't be more proud of that. And let me see if I can remember these off the top of my head. I had some jotted down, but Foste will be going to University of Virginia, and he'll be joined by Ian Yeaton, also going to the University of Virginia. Kendrick Wheeler will be going to George Mason next year. Luke Cease will be going to St. John's College in Santa Fe. And Case Eshelman will be studying engineering at Virginia Tech, and he'll be joined by Quizera Josephat, also going to Virginia Tech. Noah Gettings will be going to Middlebury College, and Benjamin Kunzamana will be going to Shenandoah University, and he'll be going to soccer camp there this summer, and will hopefully be given a spot to play on that team this fall. And George Langhammer finally will be going to play football, I believe, at Hampton-Sydney University next fall. So super proud of all these guys. I could go on and on just about the team in general, but I'd be here for a day just talking about these guys and how proud I am about what they have become over the last 4 years, but also just the expectations. I think the expectations speak for itself when you're talking about this season and what would have become. I think even just looking at the expectations from people that have been around the team long enough to know and to say things like that about how good they could have been just gives you an idea that's what would have happened. We would have been 15-0 tonight, and we would have been going into a home game against Blacksburg tomorrow night with really high expectations for the postseason. So I know a lot of that's just, we can just speculate, but there's not a lot of speculation with this team. They work really hard. They're very tight, very close-knit. This senior group alone makes us stand apart from other teams that we've had in our program. It makes us stand apart from other teams in the area because this group of leaders, whether or not they were captains or not, they were seniors that really cared deeply for our team. They cared deeply for their teammates. All of them were very coachable kids. And I just love the fact that we had, a great big senior class. And regardless of whether or not we were able to play out the season, it was an absolute joy and blessing to have them in our life, around my family, around the PH men's soccer family. And again, we love them to death and wish the best to them for their future. And I'm sure they'll be around soon enough coming to see the guys at some workouts. So thanks for having me, guys. And good luck next year. I'm sure we'll see you pretty soon. When this virus gets all cleared up, we'll have a big get-together. So we'll see you.
Thanks for having me on the video. This is the golf's turn. I'm Terry Mills, and I would like to start with thanking Steve Gross. He is our booster rep for this year, and has been for the last 3 or 4 years. And I've had someone on our team from his family for the last 7 or 8 years. It's been a long journey for us. And I also like to thank my golf parents. I think they're second to none. They really support the program, and I'm thankful to have such great support. I had 3 seniors this year. And we had a good season. We had an enjoyable season, and towards the end of the year they really stepped up and played really well. Towards the end, we get to the regional tournament, and I think that this is the closest we've ever been to taking the entire team. So they did a really good job. I was proud of them, and I watched this group kind of mature into playing some pretty good golf towards the end of the year. Well, first I would like to kind of mention Noah Britt. Noah Britt's been with me for all 4 years. I take that back. He didn't start till he was a sophomore. And Noah has really improved his game, and he's really enjoyed the game. I think he's kind of developed a love for it that will carry on into the future, and something I think he'll enjoy doing for the rest of his life. Noah is going to JMU. I think he's going to do sports management with JMU. He's got a bright future. Really look forward to seeing what he does. The next one I had was David Hudson. David Hudson come to us. This is the first year he's played with me, and he got to start and play some matches, and really was a good contributor to the program. I really would like to have had him for 2 or 3 years, and I just watched his game. He just hit the ball better and better all year long. And I think, again, this is a sport that kind of came to him later, and he probably looks back and says he would rather have done this a little longer too. David is planning. He's a big tennis player, so you're going to hear the tennis coach talk highly of him also. He moved here, I think, from Alabama, and was a good contribution to our team. The only regret I have is we just didn't have him longer. David is planning to go to Hampton-Sydney. I'm not sure what he's studying at Hampton-Sydney, but I think he's going to actually play some tennis. And the last one I had was Evan Gross, and I bet I've called him Tucker a lot more than I called him Evan. His brother Tucker played for me, and I don't know why I couldn't get over the hump, but I called him Tucker way too often, and I apologize for it way too often. But Evan, what a smart young man. He's a great golfer. He was our team captain this year, contributed in so many ways. He struggled with his game at times, but he never gave up. He'd get back into it and get fighting with it and working hard, and he really came through in the end. And I was really thankful to have him, and enjoyed having the whole family as part of our golf team. Evan is going to Virginia Tech, and he is planning to study engineering. And I'm sure that he's going to design some really cool stuff for us in the future. So that's our golf team. Thank you for listening, and I appreciate you.
Hey, greetings from River's Edge. Seniors, what a bummer. This was going to be a really, really fun year, exciting year. You guys have worked so hard over the last 4 years that, man, I was really looking forward to seeing where this team was going to go with your leadership. And here we are. It's end of April, and we're not playing any matches, even though, yep, I am down at River's Edge. Of course, there's hospital, a view that we're all familiar with. There's noise like there always is down here, our home field advantage. Doing some work on the courts over there, on the gazebo. But I'm standing on court 6. Court 6 this year was going to be either Maddie or Elizabeth Taylor, both of which had never held a racket in their hand before they joined the team, and worked hard, always had a great attitude, would do anything that we asked them to do, and did it with a smile on their face. It's funny, the kids are always kind of like, Coach, how do you know which one is which? Because for those of you that don't know Maddie and Elizabeth, they are identical twins. And for a while there in the early years, I don't even remember which, but one of you were wearing glasses, and that was a super big help. And then one day it dawned on me, I was like, well, wait a minute. Elizabeth is a lefty, Elizabeth, L lefty. And then, of course, that would mean that Maddie was the righty. So on the court, no big deal. I could handle you guys. But off the court, holy smokes, that was a tough one. But was really looking forward to seeing you guys play this year. Starting basically from scratch and having to pull you off the tree stand or off the mountain bike to see you represent Representing PH this year was something I was really looking forward to, so super bummed about that. But I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys do in the future. I know UVA is going to have a lot to offer you. Keep those tennis rackets with you, and if you ever want to hit, let me know, and I'll be glad to share a court with you anytime, okay? So I'm going to put this on pause, and I'm going to head over to court 3. All right, court 3, Grace Whitehead. Holy smokes, Grace. Hard to believe that it's been 3 years, well, 4 years really, but when you first came out, I was like, well, there's some good some good hand-eye coordination, and looking forward to seeing what comes of your game. And sure enough, over 4 years, you ended up, I guess from over there, court 3 maybe, or excuse me, court 4, maybe you were on court 5 and 6 a little bit there, but this year you had made it over here, court 3. Super tough court, and man, I couldn't think of anyone better to play this court. I know that your competitive way was going to be a really important piece to playing on this court. That coupled with your speed and your ability to get to balls that most people wouldn't be able to get to, especially your opponent. It was going to be a good thing, Grace, and I'm really, really bummed, not only for you, but for the team, that we didn't get a chance to showcase this court and see where your game was going to go. I think with your leadership, coupled with the others, that we had a really good chance, and a lot of it was going to happen on this court here. So, good luck going forward. I know there's a lot of good things going to happen up the interstate, up 81 at JMU. Very excited to see what you make of yourself, and stay in touch with us as always. And like I always say, if anyone ever wants to hit with me, I'll always have a racket, and as long as I'm able, I'll be here. So good luck, Grace. Thank you for everything you did for us, and again, good luck.